On this video, I share 7 ways to grow engagement on your social channels. Let's do it. Hello, I'm Dan Thomas, and in these videos I help you create, grow and succeed at your passion. If that sounds like something that you want to do, consider subscribing. In this video, I'm going to show you 7 ways to grow engagement in your social channels. And these won't all be things you've heard before. A few different things are going to help you think differently and achieve some amazing engagement. I call number 1, celebrating your followers. This is where you're going to engage directly with your new followers so that you keep them in the long term. Now, how often do you look at your feed and see new follower, new follower, new follower, new follower, and nothing really happens? We're not connecting with those followers, we're not finding out more about them, and we're not starting a new relationship with every follower we get. So instead, when you see a follower come into your social channel, reach out to that follower, check out their profile, like a few things on their profile, leave some comments and start a conversation with that person. Ask that person about themselves and not just the photo that you've stumbled over. Find out what their plans are, what their objectives are, because that person could become one of your biggest advocates in the long run. That will also help you really stand out. No longer are you just a one-way channel where people have to engage with you if they like what you're doing. Now you're reaching out to those new followers and starting some really meaningful conversations that will mean a lot to them. Number 2 is Gary Vee's 2-cent strategy. Gary talks about his 2-cent strategy where you leave 100 comments a day, find those people online through their profiles, through hashtags, through their conversations, and start having conversations with them. If you can leave a comment that really stands out, that person's much more likely to come over and follow you. If you're leaving a comment on an image, talk about that image and things you particularly like about that. If they're talking about a struggle, find something to relate to that struggle from your own stories. Most importantly, go above and beyond with the comments that you make. Don't just drop a cool. Now, of course, most of the people that you leave comments on won't follow you, and that's absolutely fine. And that's why Gary's strategy is a $2 strategy, 100 comments a day, because only maybe 10%, 5% of those people are actually going to follow you. But if you do that every single day, then over time, those numbers are really going to turn into something meaningful. Now that leads me into number 3, consistency. And consistency is absolutely key when you want to be able to build your following and grow engagement. Dropping conversations here and there, being really random about your scheduling for publishing, it's going to be hard for people to be able to tune in and actually be looking for you on a consistent day-to-day basis. So schedule out your content so that you always have a presence in people's lives. The more consistent you are, the more they see of you. The more they see of you, the more they develop a relationship with you, and the closer a relationship they have with you, the more likely they are to engage. Use tools like Buffer or Hootsuite to schedule out your social updates to create an easy, consistent, manageable strategy for content creation. Number 4 is adding value. Adding value is the most important thing that you can do to create engagement, because when you add value, people want to share in that value. They want to reciprocate in that value, and they're much more likely to pass that value on to other people. So ask yourself, how can you help your audience the most every single day? What is it they need, and how can you deliver that? What insights can you provide that they didn't know already? Or what things could you teach them that they would benefit from? If your post is an amazing picture, tell a story about that picture below it. How did you get it? How did you bring out the emotions in those people? What settings did you use? All of that value-adding stuff that allows people to go beyond just looking at something to the point where they can say, I can do that myself. Number 5 is bringing out your personality. The more people know you, the more people feel like they can engage with you as a person. So how can you really connect with your audience and drive your personality into the content that you create? When you do post content, write stories about that content and relate them back to your own personal experiences. Tell people how you feel or how you felt at the time. Express your feelings and really celebrate your passion. Let that come through in your posts. Let other people feel how important that is to you, and they will be moved by it. Number 6 is collaborations. Collaborations are an amazing way to be able to create more engagement, because you can connect with people in a similar skill set, in a similar passion, in a similar hobby that you have. Picture them different ideas like content features on each other's blogs, featuring in each other's Instagram stories, sharing case studies to go on LinkedIn, or doing a live broadcast. Make sure you're adding in opportunities to collaborate with those people as you go along. Take a record of the people you think would be great to work with and see how you can further deepen that relationship. Number 7, and the last one, I think the most important one, is remember that if you want to create engagement with your community, you have to be part of that community. Just posting content out there and expecting loads of comments isn't going to happen. You have to give back into that community and do something for them. Now this is going to feel like a lot of work, and you know what, it is, but think of it more incrementally, about how you can do little bits every single day to build up something over time. If you create 10 followers a day, that's 300 followers a month, and that's an awful lot of people. If you're saying to yourself, I don't have time to do all of this engagement, then you're going to have to ask yourself, is engagement that important to you? There are no overnight successes. Everyone who's made it has spent years beforehand cultivating a community that supports them in achieving their goals. So long as you focus on two-way engagement and adding value to your community, then you're going to have a really successful social channel. So I hope this video has given you some tips and tricks to help you grow your channel further. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe link below. And if you want to hear more from me, smash that notifications bell and you'll get notified every time I come out with a new video. Let me know your tips for growing engagement on your social channels in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon for another video. See ya.